good.
Back again.
Right.
Third time in a week.
I know we're just busting them out now.
I know. Do you want me to take the lead on this one? Because I feel like you're down and out. We're back. Really, the way it's supposed to go is you're the Mo and I'm the Joe.
That's right.
And this is the MOJO show.
Yes.
We're going to talk about the week 17 in the NFL. Make our picks for week 18. We got a beer of the week. We got Jess's hot take, hopefully.
Oh, gosh, yeah, I got a text her.
And like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, within 30 seconds. I like it.
You guys have been watching, so we appreciate it.
Yeah. Forget the Michael Jordan flu game. You know, now we're talking about like the common cold games where there's like, 2 times in 3 weeks now? It's a pain in the ass.
I know. I had a sinus infection, then I was good for a week, and then I got sick for another week, so I hear you.
Yeah.
It happens. But also, thank you guys for watching. We had a special edition episode on Saturday with our long-lost friend Bronson.
Literally 20 years ago, or 19 to be exact.
19 and a half, at least, right? I mean...
So he departed... So it was 2005?
Yeah, like June
2005.
July.
So yeah, 19 and a half. Easy.
Yeah.
Yep.
19 and a half. We'll round it up and say 20 years. So, yeah, thanks. If you haven't watched that episode, go back and watch that one. We had a nice little
reunion. We talked a little NFL, just kind of sports in general. He's got a different perspective from us being on the West Coast now in Arizona, so that was interesting to hear. But, yeah.
It was a good episode.
It was good.
it was good to catch up with good old Bronson. Let's kick it off with the beer of the week.
Sorry.
So while I was scouring the earth trying to find the Derek White ale that we just found out is only at the Sam Adams Brewery. Unfortunately. Yeah. I did stumble along this Athletic, which is usually our go-to, a Marine Odyssey IPA. And I think, so on the back, it has a Netflix logo. I was like, what is the collaboration here? Inspired by Netflix's Our Oceans, Marine Odyssey IPA is a delicious celebration of our shared seas. It features a myriad of hop surfacing neat notes of citrus and lemongrass and a delicate grain bill that's lightly sweet.
Wow.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
I was so stoked. Every time I see a new Athletic, I get really jazzed.
And they said they did it in how's a good one? In collaboration with Netflix or with their permission, so some sort of collab.
Yeah, because they had, I'm like, I don't know what Marine Odyssey is.
It's a nature show.
It's got to be. It's the sound effects. It's not like the coldest because I just got it today.
It's okay. That's cool.
And it wasn't actually refrigerated. I got it earlier, but it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It feels thinner. Can I say that? Is that a word?
Thinner than yeah.
Because it is an IPA.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it currently.
Slightly hazy and rich in hue. Like we just this is like when people describe wines and they just use shit that makes no sense. That's kind of what this sounds like.
My favorite wine, because the same, at some point you got to pay $100 for a bottle of wine.
Yeah,
ridiculous. My favorite wine, which is also cheap, is Rex Goliath.
I know, yeah,
named after the world's largest rooster. Shout out Rex. I don't know if he's still alive. But yeah, it's like $13.99 for a big old bottle.
Really?
Yeah.
I got, I'm not a wine guy, but I got Greg 2 bottles of
nice.
Rhodey Red from Gooseneck?
Oh, is that local?
Yeah, it's at the vineyard where Mel works. So.
Oh, nice. I know he'll get a wine when we're out and about. If you lined up 10 Cabernets in front of me and I drank them all,
would know the difference?
I couldn't rank them price.
Really?
I don't think so.
I know. I wish maybe we'll try to do something where we'll do a little wine. But wine's not my thing.
Wine of the week. I only do it on holidays.
Wine of the week. Gooseneck does have Athletics.
Ooh.
I don't know why. I don't think they have any other beers. So for whatever reason they have Athletics, they do.
Interesting. Yeah, we had some last night for our anniversary, so that was nice. Little
happy anniversary. This is gonna be 6?
6.
Dude.
Yeah. And because Jessica loves making this joke, I'm gonna make it now. Next year begins a 7-year itch.
What does that mean?
It's like a thing. I think average divorce is like 7 years in.
So is it really?
Yeah, so they call it the 7-year itch. People start feeling like, So she keeps joking about it. So now I'm making the joke.
Oh man, 7-year itch.
Yep. Next year, I still feel great though.
Yeah. For now. 7 years. I know it was weird because I was when I was talking to Cheese. His 10 years coming up.
Wow. Right. So he passed the 7 year. He's good. He's golden.
Yeah.
So they're going for 50.
I mean, 3 kids at this point. Yeah,
right.
They're making it to 10 years. So
that's wild.
Good crazy. Good for them. I can't believe it's been 6 since yours.
I know.
Wild.
Time has no meaning anymore.
So that would mean Greg's was after yours, right? His was in May of 19. So he's going on 6 too. What the heck?
Yep.
Wait, no, he's going on 5. 5? Yeah, it would be 5. No.
We were December,
no, it would be 6.
6, yeah. 6. We were December 2018.
Yeah, and he was in May of 19. Whew, man.
Wow.
Crazy. What is life?
What is it?
What is it? I have no idea. Ask Braden because he's figuring it out right now.
Yeah, he keeps asking. He loves school, which is good. He keeps asking when he's going back. He's like, "Am I going back tomorrow? Why do they have to?" Because he's like bored. Even with all the new toys, he's still bored.
Yeah.
And he's just like he needs to get back into school, and he's excited to go back, which is great.
That's good.
I'm excited for it.
I tell you what, I am not looking forward to going back to work. So
me neither.
I mean,
it's my favorite week of the year between Christmas and New Year's. You just are a blob.
I can only imagine how many. So I had the week before off too, and I did check my emails on the Friday, but I haven't checked it since. So it'll take me a week to get back into going through all the emails. And whatnot.
Yeah, working Thursday, Friday, and then have a weekend again won't be so bad.
Yeah, I'll take it. I will take it. All right. When we did our special edition episode, it was kind of just talking about fandom and catching up, so we didn't talk about even the Christmas games. So I will be transparent with you. There was 2 games on Christmas, and there was also a Thursday game. The Thursday game, I completely forgot there was a game. I saw the score. It was a mess, but we'll start with Christmas. The Chiefs still didn't score 30, but they won by more than one score, 29-10 over the Steelers. Steelers dropped 3 in a row. I will say this. Now, granted, you do have to beat good teams, but the last 3 games they lost was against the Chiefs, the Eagles, and I believe who was it? Buffalo?
Ravens.
The Ravens, that's right. Yep. So, I mean, it's not like they lost to bums, but they did lose. So, did you watch any of this game?
Nope. Maybe like one drive. The Christmas games are much more difficult for me to watch than the Thanksgiving games, even though they're kind of the same time. Yeah. I do wish it kicked off at 12:30 as opposed to 1, but I did watch the first. Actually, no, I saw the first touchdown from the Chiefs. I feel like the Steelers are just outclassed. One of those situations where, they lose to the. You see it all the time.
Yeah.
Beat the bad team, but you're supposed to do.
Right.
Lose to the good teams.
Right. I don't. I mean, they're going into week 18. They are in the playoffs, but 3-game losing streak, not fantastic. I also think, like, on Netflix, it did make it difficult for some people because it was like the Peacock game last year in the playoffs. Some of the older people, they're like, why can't I watch the game?
Right. I turned it on I wanted to see their presentation. I have a thing for the score bugs, things at the bottom. So I was curious to see what it looked like.
Yep.
And just how it ran, because I know they had some hiccups with the boxing match.
Right.
I'm curious how Netflix is going to do with Raw. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to see it. I thought when I was first started watching it was like a slight lag, but I don't know if it was just my brain playing tricks on me. I also watch it downstairs on the Xbox, so that could have been part of it. I didn't actually watch it on the Roku upstairs. Now I'm thinking about it, but it seemed okay.
I watched I watched some on my phone, and I don't think it was nearly as bad as the boxing match, or also when I watched, I think Cat Williams did a live stand-up.
Yep.
And that one was pretty bad, too. It glitched. So I know Triple H came out and said, if we have 60 million viewers, I'm not really worried about the lag.
That's true. That's true.
I think it'll get better with time. It's just as you're getting into the live stuff, as we know, you can have some hiccups here.
Yeah, here or there. Happens to the best of us.
It does. The second game on Christmas, the Ravens over the Texans, 31-2. We were talking about this on Saturday because I had to look it up.
Scoregami.
I thought this might be a scoregami, and it wasn't because it happened 2 other times. I think once in like 65 and then 1936. Yeah, 36. It was the Green Bay Packers 31, the Boston Football Braves 2. So, of course, we're on the losing end of that, but it was not a scoregami.
Yeah, strange. When I saw the score was 17-2 at the half, I was like, I'm not. And this is also right in the middle of travel from house A to house B.
Yeah.
Post-dinner dessert gift giving. It just wasn't going to happen.
I think, around the time that this was on, I might have caught the beginning, but then maybe, no, I don't even think I caught that because then we all played a few rounds of a game. I left and went to Gansett, and they had it on over there. I kind of was spot checking, but that was it. The Texans 9-7. They're coming back down from last year.
Yeah, them and it's funny, them and the Steelers have both kind of hit the skids.
But I mean, I know that they didn't have Diggs last year, but they got Diggs. Diggs got hurt early on for the year. Mm-hmm. Now Tank, I mean, I know what that was with the knee. That just happened, but I mean, some injuries, maybe a little bit of a sophomore slump.
Yep, it's also a very strange Wednesday game. I don't know if there's a lot to glean out of it. Maybe.
At this point, the only day that the NFL doesn't have a game is Tuesday.
I know. Well, I think Wednesday. Now next year, Christmas is probably a Thursday, right? So they'll definitely do it again.
Yes, I believe it would be.
Real quick
because it's not a leap.
No, it's
really
No, it's November. Sorry. Thursday. So yeah, there'll definitely be more Christmas games on next Christmas for sure.
But I felt bad for the NBA at first, but I also heard that they had their highest numbers in 5 years too.
They
did.
Yep.
The NBA did well.
Yeah.
I don't like, as much as I love the NFL, I don't like the other leagues kind of getting overshadowed either. It's not great because the NFL literally owns.
They're trying to consume everything.
Yeah, it's it's awesome, but it's it's not.
It's a bit much. It's a bit much.
The Ravens going into the playoffs, if they keep this going, maybe they finally
get over that schneid. I guess Edelman was saying it, the same thing that I always said. It's like, it's up to you guys to stop the Chiefs. It's up to you guys. You need to have a Joe Flacco type playoff where you beat Manning and Brady in their primes, well, quasi primes. It's up to you. You got to do it.
But and even with that, it's not like they're not unbeatable. They've been beaten, but even all the greats have been beaten.
Yeah.
So it can happen. The Thursday night stinker, which I do. Oh my
God! And I did watch this game.
You did?
So I had a Christmas/Thursday parlay. Chiefs hit.
Yep.
Steelers hit.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Ravens hit. I took the Seahawks to win by more than 3.5.
Oh.
So.
Oh my God, that's so brutal. I mean, just seeing the next day, I woke up. I was like, "Oh yeah, Thursday night game." I totally forgot. Yep. And I'm like 6-3.
Yeah, and Caleb got sacked like 100 times. The Seahawks did look they were going to drive and get at least a field goal, but they had some weird, goofy fumble. Oh my God! It was just, as soon as that happened, I was like, "This shit's over."
And we'll get to it, but Seattle has officially been eliminated from the playoffs. The Bears have been eliminated already. They were 4-2 at one point, and they are officially on a 10-game losing streak.
Worst in franchise history, right?
That's brutal. Yeah. Brutal. I mean, I thought that they could have been like 10-7 this year. I think maybe
they were 4-2. They were 4-2, and that I think Bronson said that they were 4-2. You said it a few weeks ago too.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Then you fired your OC. Then you fired your coach. But there was some new names popping up. I don't know if we talked about it last week. Pete Carroll.
I saw that. We didn't talk about it, but I did see that.
He's supposedly interested.
Yeah.
I think that is a very intriguing position.
So he's older than Belichick. Yeah. So why? I don't know if it's because of Belichick's attitude, but like, why is he getting potential offers and not Belichick? It's strange.
Maybe because he's not going to run the show. I mean, people get very upset about that, and I understand because I also wouldn't want my head coach doing the GM role. But at the same time, when you've had that success for that long, it's hard to be like, okay, I'll waive that. Right?
Yeah, I don't believe for a second so Belichick would be okay with that.
I don't think so either. But all right. Oh, then we had some Saturday games. Golly.
Yeah, we watched this one here.
Yes.
Whilst recording our special edition episode. Go check it out if you haven't already. The Bro MOJO show. And wow, yeah, that was a game of football.
Chargers over the Patriots 40-7. Now, I got a question for you because we were talking about it last night. What do you think they should do with Drake next week? Do you give him some reps like a preseason game?
Yeah.
And, a quarter, a half?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Just to get him out there?
Yeah, he got blasted in the head again, went to the locker room, came back out. I don't know. I guess he passed the concussion protocol, but he didn't have a good game. Mayo said that Stevenson was going to get benched for Gibson because he fumbled again last week, but then Stevenson started the game, but then he only had 2 carries the entire game. So if you started Stevenson in your fantasy championship, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was a bad idea.
Oof.
See, he got me like point. I'm in the 3rd place game, but to get my money back, but it was like 10 points or something. So brutal. I don't know. The more I see it, the more I think Mayo is just in over his head. Seems like a nice enough guy, but
I echoed the same point you brought up the other day. I don't know if it was on the show or just in person or through text. Last night I was echoing your point where when Sean McVay took over the Rams, he brought Wade Phillips with him and said, go handle the defense. Yeah. I'll worry about the offense. You don't have that in New England.
Right.
And I think that's a major part of the failure here.
Yeah, and someone this weekend tried saying, oh, it's kind of like Mike Vrabel. And I said, no, Vrabel was a coach for 7 years.
Yeah.
He was a defensive coordinator who actually called plays in the college ranks and in the NFL. He was, the Texans for 1 year, I think it was. Yep. So 7 years is a long time. And Mayo's experience is, 3 years as an interior linebackers coach?
Yeah.
And then a co-defensive coordinator who didn't even call the plays.
I know.
So this season we have, and all I could think of watching your game, and we'll get to that one, is why can't we call these plays for like Drake, Right. But so we have a defensive coordinator who's never called plays before. We have an offensive coordinator who's never called plays before.
Was he the one that's he was a tight ends coach that we were talking about? You said he was a...
Oh, that was the Bears offensive coordinator. He was.
But your OC now.
He was the offensive coordinator for the Browns, but he didn't call plays.
Okay,
Stefanski called the plays. So yeah. So never call plays. He played at NFL. He played quarterback in the NFL. Alex Van Pelt. And have a head coach who's never called plays or really. I don't know.
I think what has happened with that organization is coming out of the draft, they had said that Drake was a project, right?
Yeah.
But I think as he's gotten these reps and as the season has gone on, I think Drake has outshined the talent around him on the field and the coaching around him to where there's a little bit of restlessness to say,
it's a perfect boy,
we have a guy who's ready now, and none of you guys are.
That's actually a very good point. I never really thought of it that way, but it's 100% true. If he came out and looked like a project, like he did have interception like 7 straight games, fumble.
But you have a shit line.
But you have a shit line. You watch some of those, they're tip balls, they're free runners, stuff like that. If he was truly a project, I think people would have more patience. But they're looking at this kid thinking, wow, we could probably do something with him right now. What are we doing with this coach? So yeah, that's a very good point.
It just seems like, he might be outshining everybody around him. But, next week, it's like I could give him some reps against a good team, even though they're going to bench everybody because they already locked in the number 2. Maybe give him some reps, but also, it would be absolutely terrible if he had a major injury on a fluke sack. Because you think about it, like an ACL or a knee or an Achilles. This late in the year, he ain't coming back. Now you lose him for next year.
Yeah, and especially if he did get hit in the head again,
he had 2 concussions this year, right? Or
he had the one, but if he has a second that quick, it's not good for your first year. So hopefully they maybe just sit him. I don't know.
Give him a series, but again, I would be very
preseason it. Yeah,
because it's 3-13.
It's not worth it.
No, absolutely not. I mean, he's gotten enough reps. I think even though they put up 7 points, and it's not really him.
Yeah, it's not the worst loss in the world if you lose this last game of the season.
No.
Because you get the number 1 overall pick. And then a lot of avenues open up there.
Yep. Let's open that up real quick because
the Tankathon.
The Tankathon now with the Giants winning for whatever reason. This is so amazing to me though. So the Giants winning pushed them from 1 to 4.
Yeah.
The Raiders are now at 8. Or maybe they were already at 8. I thought they were at 6.
They won again, so they were down there. They jumped. I think they were on 3 or 4, and they won again. So
right.
That bumped them up.
So now they're at 8.
Yep.
So now it was a consensus where New England doesn't need a quarterback. It was a consensus that the Raiders and the Giants at one point in time were like, if it goes 1-2, it's Shador and then Cam Ward or vice versa, right? But now you got 2 other quarterback needy teams outside of New England, assuming they keep the pick.
Beautiful.
Tennessee and Cleveland could get those top two prospects because Cleveland needs a quarterback, and Tennessee, I believe, they are not going to waste. If they're at number 2, they're not going to waste it.
Yep.
Even though, I mean, they drafted Malik. They drafted William Levi Jeans IV, but sometimes you got to keep picking, I guess.
Tennessee, Cleveland, Giants, Jets, Vegas, all within the top 10. Even New Orleans, if you want to throw them in there.
They all need quarterbacks.
Yeah. And I would be okay with the Patriots trading down as far as 10 for that offensive lineman from LSU.
Yep.
And get a haul. Trade
that
back twice. I don't care. We need talent everywhere.
But that's the thing, though. So that pick is so valuable because there's so many teams that need quarterbacks, and there's very few that are coming out that are going to be available that are going to be top prospects.
Yeah.
So you have these other teams like the Giants or even Tennessee or Cleveland that they want that number 1 spot to jump ahead.
Yeah.
I doubt that New England would trade with the Jets unless there was some sort of crazy overhaul. But that is such a valuable pick. And if they're smart and they get the deal that they want, because obviously quarterback is the hardest one to get. You got him last year.
Right.
If they give you for RG3 when we had to move up to 4 first-round picks, I mean, if I'm New England, I'm taking that.
Oh, 100%.
But you have to have the right people in place to make sure those picks are utilized well, I guess. Right. You know what I mean? It's up to your GM.
That's my little concern with Wolf, who didn't really do Mayo any favors without doing anything for the left tackle. But yes, that's the thing is you got to make the picks, and then you got to hit on the picks.
Right.
So we shall see. It's crazy you mentioned again the records. Like here, 4-12 is a 9th overall pick. That just seems so. There's a lot of bad teams.
There's so many bad teams. So you got 10 teams out of 32 have double-digit losses, and you have 4 more that have 9.
Yeah.
I mean, so we'll see how that all shakes out anyway.
Brutal. So right now we're saved by our strength of schedule, which is what makes us the 1. That's what put you guys to 2 over us last year, even though we did the same record in the victory. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, and then I'm assuming the Bills are going to rest their starters, so let's just get the loss here, please.
Get the loss. Get the number 1 pick.
Just take it. It's the only time I'll ever advocate for a loss.
It's a throwaway game. I mean, really, it's your...
Yeah.
That pick is very valuable.
Yep.
All right. The second Saturday game, the Cincinnati Bengals over the Denver Broncos in overtime, 30-24. Huge win because they are still alive.
Yeah. Something happened in this game at the end where the Broncos, it was them or the Bengals, who did something stupid when they didn't have to. I don't know what it was, the exact play, but yeah, T. Higgins crushed it in our championship in fantasy. The owner of T. Higgins was in that game, 3 touchdowns.
Oh, wow.
Woo! Helped them out. They're definitely winning that one. But yeah, they're still in it. They beat that last spot in the AFC is going to be up for grabs.
So I think as it stands now, Denver has it. If Denver wins, they keep it. If for Miami to get in, I believe Cincinnati has to lose, and then Denver has to lose. For Cincinnati, they have to win. Denver and Miami lose. But right now, the spot is still Denver's.
Yeah, I don't know how much you watched after the game Sunday night, but they came out with the schedule immediately. Like at the end of your game, they came with the 5 minutes later. Mike Tirico came out and was like, "Here's the schedule for Week 18,"
which I expected them to do because we were talking about it. I go, they can't.
Yeah,
I looked it up. I was like, usually they would do it, I think, tonight after the game because they're not going to wait until Monday night's game to be over, which is basically Tuesday. So these teams find out where they're playing on Saturday or Sunday. No way. So, yeah, they did come out with that schedule. There's not a lot of good matchups, but there's one really good matchup that we'll have to talk about.
Yeah. Did the Texans change their logo? It's different.
It's at the H.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like their throwback or something. I don't know.
But they're new. They haven't been around that long. Okay.
Alternate.
It's on the standings. Anyway, but yeah, the NFC is locked up. Like, that's it. 1 through 7, boom. There's no
there is a variable.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize.
The NFC South is still up for grabs.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, that's why they're all colored because that means they locked it. Yep, you're right.
Yeah. So that's another good matchup. Okay. It's one of the only few, but we'll get to it when we make our picks.
And the Broncos are the one spot that haven't clinched. They're 82%. Like you said, if they win, they're in. Dolphins still have a chance, 12%. Bengals still have a chance, 6%. Really comes down to if the Broncos win, they're in. If the Broncos and Dolphins lose and the Bengals win, they're in?
Yeah. The Bengals.
And then if the Bengals and Dolphins, if the Broncos and Bengals lose and the Dolphins in, they're in. Boom, 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 boom. Right. There we go.
And the Broncos are going to be playing Kansas City, who already locked up the number one spot. Yep. So depends on, for them too, it depends on, do they want 2 weeks off of their starters?
Yep.
I think they have the championship pedigree that they can do that.
Yeah.
If you're a first-time team with a number one seed, 2 weeks throws off your rhythm a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Could be a winnable game.
Yep.
The last game on Saturday, the Rams over the Cardinals, 13-9. So the Rams win the NFC West. And virtually, by doing so, eliminated the Seahawks, who won the stinker game 6-3.
I know. I didn't realize the Seahawks were that out of it. But it makes sense. Well, I guess tiebreaker. They must not have the tiebreaker procedure because they could both finish with the same record.
Correct.
But yeah. Yep.
If the season ended today, Washington would be playing the Rams.
Okay.
In the playoffs.
Okay.
So I didn't see anything from this game. All I can say is the Rams locked up the NFC West.
Looked like another stinker, honestly.
Speaking of stinkers,
so not a lot of good games.
Not at all. So I was home for this for the 1 o'clock game. I was home, so I watched a different game. I watched the Tampa Bay game, but there was like 3 major blowouts at the 1 o'clock, and one of them was the Bills 40-14 over the lifeless Jets.
Yep. That's a thing of beauty. They had one more win than us all season. My only saving grace for our game next week against the Bills is maybe they keep Josh Allen in for like the MVP consideration because he doesn't have it locked up. So if he wants it, maybe he needs to go put some more points on the board. But the Jets, because the Patriots played Saturday and Jess was under the weather Sunday, and it was our anniversary. Didn't watch as much as I usually do, but I did catch some of this, which was very excited for. I don't know when Rodgers got pulled, but he got pulled. Last I saw, he was like 12 of 18. Yeah. What did he finish with? 12 of 18, 112 yards, 2 picks, 4 sacks. He's toast, man.
He had a rating of 44, QBR of 1.2.
He's toast. Just let it go.
Let it go. I saw Disney on Ice.
Nice.
And it was Frozen and Encanto. I get to hear the song.
I do like Encanto.
I've never seen it.
That's a good one. I don't really like Frozen that much, but I like Encanto.
Frozen was all right.
No, I mean like the movie?
Yeah. It was okay.
Right. Didn't love it. I like Encanto better.
All I know from Encanto is the Bruno song.
Right. Fun story about that. I forget who I was talking to, but they were saying how their nephew, or not their son, nephew or cousin, their name is Bruno, and everyone just singing to them. And I said, well, let me tell you about Disney movies and having the name of a character. Mm-hmm. They're never going to stop hearing it. As someone who knows.
Did you hear it a lot?
I heard not.
Because
it was not a lot, but I hear it to this day.
It was Belle's dad, right?
He was crazy old Maurice. Shout out Linda Salerno. She used to come with that all the time.
Well, in the future, when you are crazy, sometimes you are crazy. You're not really old yet, but when you are crazy and old,
it was just funny how they weren't complaining, talking about like a Disney movie and a name. Like, I'm right there with you, kid.
You could be Joe Schmo.
That's true.
Very boring name. At least you have a name with some character to it.
Well, growing up, it was 3 buddies who all lived on the same street as me. Was John, Chris, and Joe. It was the 3 most common names in the family.
And then you had Matt and Eric.
You're looking at a baby book and they're all the top names, and I was like all the way down. Yeah.
So you had Maurice. Actually, it was funny because I was scrolling through trying to find a picture, and then I saw the picture of your brother Matt holding the phone of Darren on FaceTime for the rehearsal of your wedding. Dude, I was dying.
That was Saturday, right? Yeah. I was telling someone that story.
I sent it to you yesterday. Yes. Which actually, that was your anniversary yesterday, right?
But the rehearsal would have been the day before.
Yeah, it was the day before.
I thought maybe you saw like on your memories or something.
No, I was scrolling back to try to find something. That picture popped up. It was just so ridiculous.
The thing I remember most from that is when we went to eat afterwards, and they dropped your burger on the table.
They did what? Because we went to Chili's, right?
They dropped your burger walking to the table. They dropped it.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember that.
And you're like, just that's fine.
I didn't want it anyway.
You told the rest of us to eat, and we're like, we didn't want to.
Oh, that's right.
You made us.
That's
You're
right.
Like, I don't want to get cold. But like we thought they would, boom, right out. It took them forever to bring it back.
Yeah. You were right there. You almost made it. That's one thing, though. What I know that's like a typical manner thing. So if you're out to dinner with people, you don't eat. If I'm the last person who doesn't have their meal, it makes me uncomfortable that you're not eating. So just eat. Just eat. That's like old school, which I appreciate the sentiment. But if it's me, like if you didn't have your meal, I'm just going to eat. Because if the roles were reversed, if I'm sitting there, I'm like, everybody has their food. And
I would have said eat, yeah. But
yeah, just fucking eat.
It's just like, yeah.
What a time.
What a time.
What
6 years ago. 6 years ago.
Man, we've grown.
Yeah, so much.
We've grown. Look at us now.
Look at us now.
Who would have thought?
Not me.
Not me. All right, moving on. The Raiders over the Saints, 25-10. This was a rare game that I think we both picked the Raiders to win this because the Saints got blown out 34-0 last week.
Right. Sorry.
that was really it.
That. Whew, yeah.
But leave it to the Raiders to have a still over 20, but an awkward score. 25.
Oh my God, they broke it.
They did break
with 25.
But it's like,
yeah.
Isn't that not fitting?
Yeah.
They usually score like 19 points. Now they scored, hey, we scored 25.
Yeah.
It's fucking random. Aiden O'Connell, 20 of 35, 242, 2 touchdowns.
The Saints, I think I said this last year, because if you look at the salary cap, they're always like well over. They've been kicking that can down the road for years, and they just refuse to try and just like break it all down. They needed to do what the Patriots are now doing after Breeze left, but they still tried to like be a competitive team, and it just wasn't there.
Right.
It just wasn't there. And they're going to be in this like 5-11, 7-9, 7-10 purgatory for years if they don't do it. You're going to pull. You have that one terrible year, rip the Band-Aid off.
I know. Just do it.
And get their money right.
Yep. Yeah. Because to your point, this has been an ongoing thing, and it will continue to be an ongoing thing. They have been salary cap hell forever. Yep. The big news out of this was Brock Bowers, I believe, has the rookie record of receptions.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it was receptions or yards previously held by Mike Ditka.
Oh, wow. That's a throwback.
That's a throwback. I really feel like I got to get that right. Let me see, because I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Of all the tight ends this year having bad years, he was the one bright spot as a rookie who had a really good year. And they got him because they didn't get the quarterback. So, hey, maybe that's something. Maybe that'll work out for them in the end. Shedeur Sanders did not have a good bowl game. And Cam Ward opted out of the bowl game at like halftime. He's like, yeah, I'm done.
Cam Ward did?
Yeah.
Let me see. Excuse me. Bowers surpassed Football Hall of Fame Mike Ditka's 63-year-old mark. Most receiving yards in a season by a rookie tight end.
Also yards, okay. Yeah.
Wow. His 7 catches, but they said he broke another record. I think it may have been yards. Was that Puka's?
Last year? Yeah, it might have been, yeah.
Gave him 108 catches for the year with 1 game to play. Receiver Puka Nacua set the mark with 105. So he has the most receptions by a rookie.
Oh, okay. Wait, okay.
He's at 108, so I think he broke 2 records.
Jesus. So he might
He might get some votes.
So I think Rookie of the Year, I mean...
No, it's locked up.
I mean, that's a good rookie year.
But you know what happened with Puka.
It's the same thing. It's a quarter. Now this is going to be a quarterback thing, too. I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it.
I understand.
It's just it's funny. Like, what do these guys have to do?
I don't. I think that they would look at this as... It's tough because how do you not give it to Jaden without my bias here? But at the same time, you broke 2 records. Yeah. Puka broke the record, what, last year? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he didn't get it.
So it's like, is that even a... Then that to me, that says, like, is that record even impressive anymore? If guys are it's going to stand for 50 years and 2 guys break it 2 years in a row? Or is that just the way the game is going?
Well, that was the record that he broke for yards.
That was an old one.
That's a rookie tight end record.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, that's not as impressive. Just because
but 63 years.
Well, excuse me. Let me start that over. Yes, it's impressive, but it's just positional as opposed to just like all. But there's a reason it's been unbroken for 60 years because it's been so untouchable. That is very impressive.
Mike Ditka did it in 14 games.
Yeah,
but I will say this because the game 17 thing.
Right.
Bowers did it in 16, which has been the tradition for
that's true.
Most of our
just
childhood.
wait till it goes to 18 games because then every record is going to get broken under the sun.
But don't they have to wait for the next bargaining agreement before they can institute that?
It's going to be a bit, but that's my guess is
that'll be on the table.
Inevitable. Let's just say it's inevitable.
2 preseason games. I mean, 4 was a ridiculous. 3, I think, is unnecessary too.
Yep.
So
agreed.
I get it. All right, moving on. The Giants, 45-33 over the Colts. I don't know where this came from, why this came from, but the Giants inevitably just pushed themselves from 1 to 4 in the draft.
In my third place game in fantasy, I played the Colts defense, and they got -2. Well, did not see this coming. Loved it. Loved it. After the game was over, tankathon.com was crashing because all the fans were going to look to see how this impacted the draft. I could not get onto the website after this game ended.
Right. So when this game was on, I was watching the Tampa game. Then I think they switched to the other game. Sorry, Buffalo. But when I looked at this, it was a 9-point game, and I texted you, and I was like, "Does that?" Because I know you'd have the same record. I go, "Would you guys go to 1?"
Yeah.
Because then it was strength of schedule, and then obviously now we know. Malik had a great game though. 7 catches, 171, 2 touchdowns. If they can ever get a quarterback, if I'm the Giants though, with a 3-13 season like this, clean house.
Oh yeah.
What are we doing?
I didn't realize Joe Flacco played in this game.
Richardson did not play.
Is he hurt again?
I don't know. I just know he didn't play.
Oh.
Because I was also surprised that Tua. I didn't hear the news.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
No. I guess that came out on Saturday, but I didn't hear it. So
okay. Yeah, I didn't hear it either.
I was surprised that he didn't play.
Yep. Yeah. Interesting. Well, thanks, Giants.
Well, you can thank them for something.
That's true.
You know, they owed you one.
Yeah.
The Eagles over the Cowboys, 41-7. Of course, this would have helped Washington potentially have a shot at the division. The Eagles winning, they won the NFC East, which keeps the streak alive.
Favorite stat in the NFL today.
I mean, it was going to be alive whether we won it or Philly won it anyway. So 21 years in a row, the NFC East has not had a repeat division winner, which echoes my point back to where Jerry doesn't want to blow up his team because he thinks that they're good.
Win the division 2 years in a row.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good starting point. Like the Bills. They've owned that division for a couple of years. Yeah, they could probably keep it going.
And that doesn't include the McNabb-led, maybe the very last year. But remember when they were going on that run?
I mean, it might.
The tail end, though, because I don't think that...
Because what was the Super Bowl against the Patriots? Was 2000? Yeah, I think you might be right. That was 05.
So I think it started then. But they had a trajectory of 4 years.
They were definitely the first team in that 20.
They were the first.
Yeah, because there was like their 5th NFC Championship in a row where they finally went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
or 4th or 5th.
So it started at the end of that. Yeah. It wasn't that whole run.
Yes.
But I would say Philly has probably had the most sustained success. Although I think the Giants have more hardware technically.
Yeah, true.
I got nothing really left to say. The Cowgirls.
No, Barkley.
You could have helped me and you didn't.
Yeah, Barkley has a chance of, and we talked about this a minute ago. He has a chance to break the rushing record for yards in a 17-game season. But hey, it's not his fault. He has a chance to break it next week. But do they do it with seeding and all that and injuries? And it's going to be up to them if they decide to do it. He did. I did see a video of Sirianni asking him if he was 13 yards away from his career high, and he was like, I plan on taking you out, but if you want to go back in, I'll let you. And Barkley said, no, it's fine. So,
well, that was Barry Sanders famously did that too. Took himself out of the game.
Yeah.
He needs 100 to tie, 101 to beat, but I don't think he really cares. I know they were talking. They had Eric Dickerson on talking about it, and he was kind of like, well, I would want my record to stay and blah blah. And you got an extra game and. It's not Saquon's fault that there's a 17-game season.
Even the same thing with the 14-0 Dolphins. Like the 15-1, in my opinion, the 15-1 Bears are more impressive than them. They won more games,
right?
Like just mathematically, or like the Patriots, they were 18-0 before that Super Bowl. The Dolphins were 17-0. I don't understand how 17-0. I can understand that you won the Super Bowl, but it's like what?
You know what it is? It's like trying to compare. Everybody does it with basketball, and it's trying to compare eras. It's not really. Yeah. It's not a perfect science to that. Yeah. You know?
Yep.
But MJ is still the best basketball player that had ever lived.
Let's just say, for me, it's like pound for pound. That's the way I look at it. Pound for pound.
Yeah.
If you like put together a perfect.
And it's obviously it's the opinion of.
Yeah, but that's why I think of like different fighters. Like I think of it as like you have heavyweight fighters who obviously can't fight a lightweight, but you could say like.
Yeah, they have a pound for pound.
Yeah, and that's my opinion of MJ. Like you put him in any weight class era, any whatever, he'd find a way to make it work. I think LeBron James. He's also. You have to be born in a different era too, but I feel like he would not survive in that late 80s that MJ survived in. But that's totally my opinion. Whatever you do, whatever you want with it.
That's why it's so difficult to. Yeah, it's the same thing with these teams. Like the Dolphins, was it 72 Dolphins?
Yep.
I mean, it's hard to say that they were better than some of these other teams.
Yeah,
because honestly, everybody knows the '91 Redskins were the best team.
Of course,
never been.
Of course, like, and you don't think like MJ in this in this like year of finesse, like this era of finesse in the NBA, like MJ wouldn't crush it or wouldn't like develop a three. He had an okay 3-point shot, but he would develop it more. Like, come on. But then back then, LeBron, but it's also tough because like just nutrition is just so much different. People are so much stronger than they were 20 years ago. But you take Larry Bird, give him a modern day nutritionist, best player of all time.
Maybe. Probably.
Absolutely.
Everyone and then number 2, Yuri Welsh.
That's right.
Who we did not
shout out. That was our one regret. Proto Scal. He was Scal before Scal was Scal.
He was. 44 has been a great number for the Celtics. You had Danny Ainge. You had Yuri Welsh. You had Scal. Who else was 44?
There was someone recently.
It's a very white number, though.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I would say even in football, probably that's a white number. Moving on to the game that I did. Actually, where do you rank Saquon in the MVP race? Just right now, without breaking the record, or just right now, where do you put him?
Probably, I think it's tough because Jalen has poached so many touchdowns he could have had. So I put him in the top 3.
But do you not have him as the?
Well, I'd have Lamar over Josh Allen just because the stats are just better across the board. But then I also understand like Lamar has had it twice. But should that count?
You can't. It's like.
But if Lamar gets hurt, the Ravens are toast. If Saquon gets hurt, I think I don't think the Eagles are toast. Right. If Josh Allen gets hurt, they're toast. So it's also like, what's your definition of MVP?
I know. You can't look at him having it twice before.
I know, right? But I feel like some people knew that. Like when Embiid won his MVP. Back to basketball. This is now an NBA show. People are like, oh, Jokic's already won it 2 times. Give him his pity MVP, and he got it, and it makes me so mad.
It's just, no, you can't do it like that. Yep. It's like if you're getting tried for something, they can't use previous bias against you.
Now this is an MLB show, but people always said like in baseball, oh, you can't have it in the Hall of Fame, you can't be what the hell's the word I'm looking for? Unanimous. Like someone has to vote against you. There's never been. Because those writers are dumb. Why? I hate it. I don't know. It's dumb.
I think when you put stipulations like that, it goes against what you're trying to do. You're trying to not have a bias. You're creating a bias by doing that.
So if he throws 100 touchdowns, you're not going to give it to him because he's already had 3.
Yeah.
If he does win a third, Lamar, he'll be in the same pantheon as the Brett Favre and the Mannings, which is
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But if he breaks the record, I mean, I could see where Saquon, I mean, he is kind of a missing piece.
That's a good point.
In Philly.
Yeah. I would love to see another running back MVP. The last time was what, Adrian Peterson?
Yeah.
When he hit 2000. So, hey.
It's hard to say. I mean, he's at, 2005?
Yeah, right if Jalen Hurts didn't get all those, what are they called? Push touchdowns, he'd have even more.
Stupid.
Idiot.
All right, so I watched the Tampa Bakers over the Panthers. If the Panthers had won at 1 o'clock, I would have had an early gift by 4-ish that Washington would have been in the playoffs. Obviously, they got the shit kicked out of them. The Bucs are technically right now, they have the division. They have to play Atlanta. Atlanta has beat them twice. The winner of that game gets the division, and the loser goes home.
Wait, they're playing
Atlanta.
The Buccaneers are playing Atlanta
next week. No. Wait, are they not? Did I mess that up? That wouldn't make sense if they beat them twice.
Right, yeah.
That would not make sense.
But the NFL standings playoff picture is not showing me their next opponent, which it usually does.
Sorry. Let me jump ahead here.
Usually it does, like who they're playing next.
Well, all I know is Atlanta still has a shot.
They do. Buccaneers have a 90% chance, and the Falcons have a 10% chance. But it's really going to turn out to...
Right. Oh, sorry. The Panthers are playing the Falcons. So, sorry. If the Falcons beat the Panthers and the Tampa Bakers lose, Atlanta actually gets the division because they'll have the same record, but they beat them twice. Tampa is playing the Saints. Okay. It's very likely that the the Buccaneers are going to
and I'm rooting for them. I also realized why I was reading that playoff picture wrong. Buccaneers 4. So yeah, I realized I don't like the way the NFL does their playoff picture. It's really confusing. Yeah. That's why I said the NFC's all locked up. Then I'm like, oh no, they're the Bucs, but it says 4 on whatever in the hunt. Yeah, I get it because whatever. Right. I just don't like it. But yeah, I'm rooting for the Baker. Yeah, I'm rooting for them.
The Bakers.
Yep. The Bakers.
Let me. Is this game almost on?
8, 10, yeah.
I'm gonna throw it on. Minutes. So take away the Macaroni Jones.
Oh, another crap game. I only picked the Jaguars because I know Joe did too, because we said we're never picking the Titans ever again, and that held true. And the Mac Jones led Jaguars beat the Mason Rudolph led Titans in a superb game that was just everything you could imagine from an NFL football game. My guess is Mac Jones' stats weren't even better than Mason Rudolph's because he's not showing up on the little box score here. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
God. Don't ever pick the Titans. I learned my lesson the one time I picked them.
Right.
I was doing really well at one point. I think I was 8-0 at one point this week.
This game actually worked out well for me because depending on the winner, whoever won was going to have the same record. I'm sorry, whoever lost was going to have the same record as us. But the Titans have a higher strength of schedule than the Jaguars. The Jaguars' strength of schedule is very close to ours. So they could have potentially leapfrogged into one next week. So
it'll be interesting to see what happens. But that was a
yeah.
You see a game like that on the schedule,
avoid at all costs.
Buzz your girlfriend. Woof. Moving on, the Dolphins over the Browns, 20-3. I was surprised that Tua was on the sideline. I didn't know that he was hurt. Apparently, the news came out on Saturday that he was not playing.
What was the injury?
I still don't even know. I just know that he didn't play. I saw him on the sideline. I was shocked, but I guess it didn't really matter because they were playing the Browns. Huntley played. He was 22 of 26, 225, 1 touchdown. He also ran 7 times for 52 yards and a touchdown. So he had a pretty good game then.
Oh, hip injury.
That's right, it was. Sorry.
Yep, unrelated to the Alabama setback.
That's not good.
Yes. I never believe it. Hips, you're never the same. A-Rod was never the same. I mean, modern medicine, well, it was only 10 years ago. But still, hips are nothing to joke about.
Absolutely not. They're still in the playoff race, though.
Yeah, you've been calling it all year. So we'll see what happens. They have a shot. It's a very small shot, but they got it. Crazier things have happened.
Where Washington did get help was the Vikings beating the Packers 27-25. At one point, it looked like they were kind of running away with this game. Mm-hmm. And then Green Bay came back in the fourth quarter. It was a very close game. Darnold was 33 of 43, 377, 3 touchdowns. As of right now, because the Lions have not played, they are in the number 1 seed.
Right.
Obviously, they have to play. If they win, I think Detroit goes back up, but then they play next week.
It's kind of funny, like, usually week 18 is the you rest all your starters game. The Lions could rest their starters this week because it doesn't matter. If they lose this game and they win next week, they still get the 1 seed, right?
I don't think so.
Then why do they?
Maybe. Excuse me. But they would be a full game. They would be 13-3. I see what you're saying.
The Vikings are 14-2.
Yeah.
The Eagles are 13-3. And I think because they have them on Sunday Night Football next week.
They already beat the Vikings, too.
Yeah, and we said that they're going to be Sunday Night. We knew right away they're going to be Sunday Night Football next week. So that must be for the 1 seed.
It is.
And it's the first, so the Lions could lose this game and still get the 1 seed.
Yes.
Because the NFL wouldn't do that if that possibility was there.
Right.
And it's going to be the latest 2 teams with 13-plus wins have met each other in the season. That isn't saying that a team that's 14-3 is going to be the 5 seed and have to travel to the Eagles.
No.
Right?
Tampa.
Oh, I'm sorry. The 4's not
well,
here.
Well, assuming Tampa.
Yeah. The 4's not here, so it's throwing me off.
Yeah,
so it is kind of silly, but that's them win your division. That's just a weird year. But
I will say that I called the Vikings fraudulent most of the year, but lately I've been seeing they are a scary team. They're scary. Because up until the fourth quarter and late in the fourth quarter, they had that game.
Right.
And I picked Green Bay because I thought Green Bay was the better team. And maybe they are still, I don't know. But Minnesota on a 9-game winning streak.
Yeah, their defense is legit.
I don't think that you can count them out anymore.
I'll give Darnold some accolades. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the wild card weekend.
Sorry, what was that?
I'll give his accolades. We shall see. They have a pretty low strength of schedule, which means their schedule hasn't been that difficult, is what I'm saying. It's only a little bit higher than the Patriots.
But they've also, yes, but they're 4-1 in their division. Now, again, if they lose to Detroit, they would have lost twice to Detroit.
Yeah.
Granted, the Bears are the Bears. But, having a winning record in that division, look at the Packers, who are 11-5, are 1-4 in their division.
That's wild.
So, there's something to be said about that.
Yeah.
Being, that's a very competitive division, but Green Bay doesn't have a winning record in their own division.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. So that's be a good Sunday Night Football game next week. Excuse me.
Yes.
For the 1 seed in the bye.
So that stat we were talking about with the NFC West, where it was one team that had a positive point differential. There's still only one team with a positive point differential, and it's Seattle with +2. So Arizona is now, they flip-flopped. They went to -2.
So the Rams have +2?
The Rams have a negative 14-point differential. The Seahawks have a +2.
And they just won by 3.
And they just won by 3. The Cardinals have a -2, and the Niners have a -18. So that division, it's nobody's really, their number one team has a negative 14-point differential. It's just funny to look at like that when you see the other divisions where you got +153, +90, and then you got the Giants and the Cowboys. And very fun. It's like they're all kind of like right there, but they all are basically negative. Excuse me. All right. The last game from Sunday Night Football. My Washington Redskins.
Yep.
30-24 over the Atlanta Falcons. I know you stayed up and watched this because you texted me.
Sure did.
Late. Super late. What were your thoughts on this game? You watched the whole thing?
I watched from most of it from like 9 o'clock on. It was because I know the Atlanta was leading 17-7, so I was watching when it was 14-7 Falcons. Okay. And I watched the rest of the way through. Yeah, because I did something and I came up and I was like, because Jessica and I had a dinner for 2 at home for anniversary, and then I think I went to a shower or something. I came back and I was like, "Oh, you're not watching the game?" She's like, "Shit!" Yeah. She figured it was on. So yeah, we put it on and we watched the rest of it, and great game. All I could think of, and I wanted to text this stuff to you, but I didn't out of respect. But like when they were doing like the RPOs, so I was just like angrily saying it to Jessica. I was like, "Why can't we do that? Why can't we do a fake RPO?" Because the first touchdown that he threw, like the RPO, fake RPO, or not fake RPO, it was the pass option of it, but he did it. Yeah. And I was like, why don't we do that?
Right.
It would look so nice, smooth.
You guys need more talent.
Another personnel for it, probably.
But I will say this too. De'Ami Brown was also out. Noah Brown has been out the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
De'Ami Brown was out. They had a very limited cast, so that you saw Jaden had to run it a lot to get this over the hump. Yeah. Interesting, though, too. Next year, Washington only has Terry McLaurin, Luke McCaffrey, and Ben Sinnott as the tight end as their receiving core under contract.
Wow.
I'm hoping they give Ertz one more year.
Yeah.
He produced. He's had a really good. He actually, with the stats that he hit last night, he hit 3 different bonuses of $250,000. Nice. So he actually got an extra $750,000 yesterday with the bonuses that he hit for the season. Listen, I could really nitpick on the penalties, because they were really bad yesterday, almost to the point where there was the PI call was sus.
Yeah, I think that one that led to the 56-yard field goal attempt was okay, but there was one before that I did not agree with.
That one was still a little bit like,
yeah,
it was a little sus, but it is what it is. I still would have been pissed if a PI call, meaning on Washington, to have a PI call, lead and put them in field goal range. Not at the refs. I'm just saying with us, because we were very undisciplined, especially the O-line had a ton of holds and false starts.
Yeah.
But again, I don't want to get negative, because Washington, for the first time that I can remember, because obviously being 2.5 years old, I have never actually seen Washington win more than 10 games.
Right.
They have not done so since 91. So I don't want to nitpick too much.
Right.
They do have to clean up some of the mistakes. Jaden threw 1 pick. He threw 2 last week. There was even last week, there was a lot of penalties. Very undisciplined. They got the win. The one thing about them, especially him, he doesn't get rattled
at all.
You see him on the sidelines in like a tense moment, and I'm like, I'm flipping out, and he's just like this.
Yeah.
And not because he's doesn't care. It's just
cocky or not caring. Yeah, not aloof. He's just
aloof. That's like it's like he's just like not there.
Yep.
But I don't want to complain too much, because we're even just to see before we had the 17th game of the season.
Yeah.
Like seeing our record as 11-5.
Yep.
Is insane to me. Like once I saw it officially, I was like, dude, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. Yep. So I'm trying to just be grateful about the whole thing. Yep. So they clinched the playoff spot. Right now they have the 6th seed. If they win, they keep the 6th seed. If they lose and Green Bay wins, we go to 7. But we're in the playoffs regardless.
Yep.
I will take it.
Nice.
I will take it.
I wish they didn't go to overtime. I thought they had a shot at the end there. I thought their defense could have held up at the end. Well, yeah, they had a 4th and 11 they gave up.
And virtually a 4th and 13 because it was 4th and goal.
That's right. And they got like lucky with it was about snap, whatever. And they made a good throw and catch. But I thought they should have held them. And Jess was asking me if their defense was bad, and I was like, it's not great, but they have a good coach, and he just writes up good game plans, in my opinion. So great game. The big thing that happened at the end of this was, so in FanDuel, I've talked about it a few times. We have our fantasy FanDuel where every week we pick a new team, like we've talked before. And Jess, she was down by 4 point something, so she needed either a Jaden Daniels touchdown run because she had him, or a Daniels touchdown pass to Ertz to win. She got it.
Wow.
she won $6.90.
There you go.
Now she's in like 3rd place over. So the ultimate winner gets like $100, and then you can win if you win the week. You get like $7. So I've won 2 or 3 times this year, and I now have enough money to go back in next year.
Nice. Well, that's good. The gift that keeps on giving.
Yep.
Their Washington's secondary isn't fantastic. Yesterday, Davis was getting beat. Lattimore didn't play.
Is iffy. Yeah.
It's a little bit of a crapshoot there, but they're winning. I will say for Atlanta, granted there was some miscommunications and whatnot. I think they got something with Penix.
Yeah, he looks pretty okay.
He made some good throws. Some that he was off, but this is only his 2nd start. When you play the Giants and then you play, a better team, a playoff caliber team, it's going to be different. But I liked, not just because he's a lefty, I liked what I saw out of Penix too.
That's right. Yeah, I thought he played pretty well. What's his name? The running back was
Bijan.
Yeah, he's a monster. But he has London, who had a good game. I still think Pitt stinks, but hey, you saw what he can do with that touchdown catch at the end there. So,
but there was a lot of plays where he wasn't on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the end, they were
really?
saying it like he's not even on the field. But then he caught that touchdown. Bijan had a good first half. Same thing with Saquon last week. We kind of shut him down in the second half, but Drake did have a couple where he just got wide open. So I think if Lattimore had played, Lattimore would have been on Drake London.
Yep.
But I will take this. The last time we made it to the playoffs was in 2020, 7-9 season. The last winning record that we've had was in 2015. We were 8-7-1. The last time we won a playoff game, Bronson still lived in Rhode Island because it was 2005. So, listen, I'm not going to count my chickens before they egg, but whatever. We'll celebrate going to the playoffs.
And you can you're getting flexed into primetime games in Week 17. You can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah. Absolutely. So there's not much. We're playing Dallas next week. There's not much to play for unless if they really value that, that 6 spot over the 7 to maybe match up with the Rams, maybe that's they try to play. But again, you're in a situation where you're in. Doesn't really matter. Don't get your guy hurt.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Anywho, do you have a hot take?
I do. She thinks the Chiefs are going to come out rusty AF in the playoffs if they decide to bench their starters this week. Because right now, if you think about it, they played Christmas.
Yep.
Which is Wednesday to Sunday. They're going to rest starters. Then they have a bye week.
2.5 weeks.
They're going to have 20-something days off. That's tricky.
We were talking about this last night, and I said that is one of those things where do you not give your guys any reps to just keep them going because of that?
Right.
But I think because it's not like if this was a team that doesn't really make it to the playoffs, like if Washington did that or something, that they get the number 1 seed and they took 2 weeks off, I'd be like, it's going to be harder for them to get.
Yeah.
I think with the Chiefs, we'll see. We'll see if they actually rest their start. I mean, they're playing a division opponent. I don't know. I mean, they're fighting for a playoff spot. I don't know what they'll do. But, yeah, I agree. I mean, 2 weeks, and now you're really talking about 2.5 weeks if some of these guys don't play. I think because it's the Chiefs, I probably, but you don't really know. But I think New England in their run, too, it's like if you're going to trust anybody with a long break, I would trust them. Yep. But I agree. 2 to 2.5 weeks is a long time.
Agreed.
You could be completely out of rhythm at that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your hot take.
Keep an eye on that in 24 days or whenever they play again.
This is the last time.
Yeah.
This is the last time. Fantasy Corner. What do we got?
So I mentioned earlier our FanDuel update. I'm in the 3rd place game. I didn't really give it much notice, even though if I win, I get my money back. But I played the Colts, which was stupid. I'm down by. I should have played the Eagles defense, but I thought interdivisional maybe they wouldn't do so well. Oh, they did really well, but I messed that up. So I'm down by 40 with Laporta. So I'm screwed. I'm not going to win 3rd place. What I will say is Jaden Daniels had a great game. That was awesome. And the big news is Cheese's League. We have literally the finals is coming down to this game right here.
It's wild. So in that league, I am virtually going to all but win 7th place.
I think I'm going to lose 5th place.
7th out of 14. I will say in the last few weeks, once I missed the playoffs, I kind of dog walked everybody. So I'll give myself that for my 7th place trophy. The championship game right now, it is down to Mr. Jameson Williams for Detroit and Deebo Samuel, which he has. How does that?
He had a run.
I was going to say, it says 0-0. And then Laura's got Deebo. So as of right now, Laura has a 92% chance of winning, but anything can happen. She was down to 31% at some point yesterday. If she wins, that would just be, she was running away with this league. She was 12-2 going into the playoffs. Yep. So it would be very fitting for the number 1 seed to win it all.
Hunter Henry laid a goose egg for her, which was difficult. She has Juwan Jennings too, but she has him on her bench. Jesus, her team was stacked this year. Holy crap.
But Gus Edwards did not play, and Bree left him in, who also got 0. So, it's...
Yep, cancel each other out. And then Aubrey, who got over 100 points last week, 3.
But Saquon, I think that was the one that pushed her further up, unless somebody played later that had a good game. Dowdle got her a bunch of points, but at one point it was not looking good for the Jimmy Changas, but right now it's a 92% chance. So we'll see. We'll know next week who wins, and if Cheese can't come on to present the trophy, I will read off a commissioner's note to the champion. But because Cheese knows that he's not going to win, he has already wrapped up the trophy. It is ready to ship to whoever wins.
Wow,
so that is your fantasy corner.
Yeah, he was going to join us, but with it coming down to the last game week, and we didn't know he was going to make an announcement. That would have been awkward.
We would have just had to be recording until the end of the game. So we'll know next week. Like I said, I don't know if he'll be able to come on. We're going to record next Thursday. If not, I'll read his commissioner's note. But he did send me a picture. The trophy has been wrapped up. He is ready to ship.
We can post a picture of that.
And that'll be our last fantasy update for the
after
season.
That. I will say, actually, my league mates and I do a playoff so it's kind of funny. We do a playoff fantasy where you draft players who are in the playoffs, and they get our commissioner now, he literally tabulates it via like an Excel sheet. So he doesn't do it via because you're just doing it for fun,
right?
So we do the same rules, and we do through the playoffs, and I think it's like $5 or just whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. So, or we just send it to the winner at the end, and that's fun. The rules are that you're not allowed to do any like research. You're just gonna go. You're just like, okay, who's this team? Oh, he has a bye week. Okay, who are they playing? You're gonna go that way. And then if you guys loses the first game, he's done. So it typically winds up being like whoever.
So it's a 1-to-1.
Oh yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So if you all your guys are on teams that lose, you're just done. You're just like, okay, I lost.
Gotcha.
The funniest thing that ever came out of this one was the year that James White got 5 touchdowns in the Falcons Super Bowl. No one drafted him.
Oh man,
it's like, oh my god, why would you? Like the third running back. Oh man. So if I do that, which I don't think I did last year, because whenever we draft, we just draft in our chat. Yeah. I'm always doing something with the children, so I never get time to draft. But I will try to, if I can, I will try to draft so I can have a fantasy update as we go forward.
Fair enough.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Here we go. Last week of the season.
Week 18. This is good. My nose has kind of stopped running, which is awesome. So I can get it out.
Yep.
Flu game, part 2. All right. So now all this schedule was finalized literally right after the end of your game. So I think we're gonna go like most important to least important, I guess. Mm-hmm. These are gonna be tricky. The picks are gonna be tricky because everything's kind of locked up. And actually, I guess before we do that, how did we do last week?
I am 12-3. I picked the Lions in this game.
Me too.
So as of right now, I am 162-94.
I will be 167 and 88.
Damn.
Yeah.
I got 1 week to try to catch you. Well, you picked the Lions, too, in this game, right?
Yeah, it's funny because you're like, I'm 11-3. I'm like, hey, me too.
So, I mean, if you're smart, right, you could just pick the exact same people.
That's what I'm doing. I'll try. I will try. I have honor. So, yeah. So, let's see what happens.
Shit.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just looked at the spread of the first game.
Oh, I haven't looked yet.
Dude. Now, again, to what you were just saying, this also depends on who's resting starters. This is a very tricky. This is like week 1 almost.
Yeah.
Trying to pick.
Yep.
Just let me know when you see that spread.
Ouch. So that might tell us too, because we'll know who's playing what by the spreads. If Vegas knows the Ravens are not playing their starters, I would imagine that'd be lower. Holy shit, that might be the biggest spread I've seen all year.
All year. I've not seen a spread that big.
I would not take that spread.
No, absolutely not.
Wow, that seems ridiculous. I know that DNR is playing, but holy shit.
But can the Ravens move up anywhere? Like, can they get another seed somewhere?
I don't know, because the Bills locked up two, yeah.
So then no. So it doesn't, whatever.
Can I lock that in now? I make that bet. I'm
going to take the Ravens in this game. I don't know if I would take those points, because I don't think, this could be Lamar for the MVP push.
Oh, true.
I don't know if I would.
Yep.
I don't know if I would trust that with the points. Him playing a whole game anyway.
And we have the 8-8 Bengals traveling to the 10-6 Steelers. Bengals are 1.5 point favorites. A few weeks ago, I said, why are the Bengals favored against the Steelers when they're at home and they have a way worse record, and the Steelers won? But now the Steelers are on a skid. The Bengals are on the up. So I'm going to reverse and say Bengals.
I'm going to say the Bengals too. And if you look at Joe B's stats, 4,600 yards, 42 touchdowns, 8 picks.
That's nuts.
Insane. I don't consider him in the race because they started out so poorly.
Yep.
I don't know if you can use that bias because of what he's done lately, but I think if you look over the course of the season, but those numbers are that is truly insane. I will take the Bengals. I almost would like to see them sneak in the playoffs, although, Bo Nix getting in, another rookie getting in the playoffs, I think is kind of cool. I'll take the Bengals over the Steelers. Steelers go into the playoffs with a 4-game losing streak.
Oof. Talk about backing into the playoffs.
Back that ass up.
I'm trying to bring up a live score because Jameson Williams is going to run. That's who it's going to be up. It's Jameson versus Debo. And I'm trying to see if I can keep an eye on it as we finish out the episode here. Fuck it, never mind. It's not loading for me, so I'll just do it on my phone. All right. And then 1 o'clock, 4-12 Panthers traveling to the 8-8 Falcons. Falcons are 8.5-point favorites. Falcons are playing for their football lives. Penix has been playing pretty well, so I will take the Penixes.
Yes, I will as well. I still don't think they're going to get in because I'm going to pick Tampa, but I think that they should beat the Panthers. So
I think so. I feel like they'll be playing for something. If Kirk was in this game, I'd pick the Panthers.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. On the same wavelength there.
Yeah, right.
Jameson got negative 1 yards rushing, so Laura still has about a 13-point lead or something like that. 1 o'clock on Fox, we have the 11-5 Commanders traveling to the 7-9 Cowboys. Redskins are 3.5-point favorites. This is another thing. It's like you guys aren't playing for too much, just seeding at this point. So I'll take the Cowboys. I'm going to imagine your guy's going to come out eventually.
Yeah. It depends on how important that is. But also, I mean, it's a division rival. It's on the road. Dallas has not played well at home, although, I mean, they did beat Washington on the road. But CD has been shut down for the season. I don't really see I don't see much. I'll take Washington just because I think they may want that 6th seed. Maybe they like that matchup with I think if they get 7, they would play Philly, I believe.
Yes.
They would play Philly.
Yep. Sorry, I lost it.
So, I mean, maybe they like the matchup with Philly better because they know them better. Yeah. I don't know. But I'll take Washington over. I just don't think Dallas has much to offer here.
And also, this is important because this means you have now picked the Washington Commanders to win every game of the year.
I thought they would be 18-0. I really did. 17-0. I really did. I mean, I was close. 11-5.
I'm sorry. It's just funny.
Because honestly, like there's games where maybe I was iffy. Like the Cincy game early on, I was iffy. Mm-hmm. But look, I picked them and they won.
That's right.
I'm not
saying anything bad about them. Just saying it's funny.
Yeah. But that's, I mean.
I picked the Patriots when I shouldn't pick them at all.
The first Philly game, you know, there's been some that are iffy, but it's difficult for me. I could see them winning. Whatever. I thought they were going to be all undefeated.
So big update from the XFL championship is that
you rocked!
Oh my God, Jameson Williams just got a running touchdown. So Laura is now only up by like 7.
This is going to go back and forth.
Woof.
I bet you she is watching this game with.
I saw her today, and she said she wasn't sure if she was going to watch because she was so stressed. But she might be.
I bet you if you text her right now, she's probably watching.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's see.
So, wow. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
And then 1 o'clock on Fox, the 4-12 Bears traveling to the 11-5 Packers. Packers are 8.5-point favorites. I think the Packers are, again, kind of playing for something. Bears are just toast, so I'm going with the Packers.
I'm going to take the Packers as well. The Bears are going to finish with an 11-game losing streak,
which
is absolutely insane, but they're going to get a lot of good coaching candidates, I believe, which we actually didn't talk about with the Jets. The Jets, as of today, were interviewing Ron Rivera and Rex Ryan.
Really? Oh, God. That's a murderous row of former head coaches.
Well, do they still do the Rooney Rule?
Oh, yeah.
So this is what I don't like. This is a whole other thing about the Rooney Rule, but them interviewing Ron checks the box.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, because he's a minority.
Right.
Which is
that's silly.
It's a whole different thing. Yeah, I did a paper in college in one of my sociology classes about the Rooney Rule.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you know who you want, and you're just making a guy travel just to check a box. It's shitty. It's shitty.
Yeah,
I understand what they're going for.
I do too. I actually in that paper I had to I had to kind of argue myself.
Yeah.
And then just leave it up to the reader to be like, well, what do you think?
Right. But, I got you. Fun.
Yeah, fun. Don't ever want to do those again.
No, yeah. Sometimes I wake up, like, oh my God, I forgot my homework. Like, wait a second, I'm not in school anymore. 1 o'clock on CBS. The 9-7 Texans traveling to the 9-7 Houston Texans traveling to the 3-13 formerly known as Houston Titans. And here's where we know that the Texans are playing. They're not playing starters. The Titans are 1-point favorites.
I'm still picking. I'm the
Yep.
Give me the Texans.
Everyone knows the rules. No one.
We don't pick the Titans this year.
Never again.
Never again.
1 o'clock on Fox. The 4-12 Jags. Traveling to the 7-9 Colts. Colts are 5.5-point favorites. I think they're both kind of crappy teams, but the Colts are home, so I'll take the Colts.
If Flacco's playing,
yeah,
I'll take the Colts.
They'll definitely score points. I forgot to look up what happened to Richardson, but I really don't care.
I'll take the Colts on this one at home with Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck it.
1 o'clock on CBS, we have the 13-3 Bills traveling to the 3-13 Patriots. The Bills are 3-point favorites. As much as I would love the Patriots to beat an interdivisional guy, they're not messing up their 1 seed. They're not messing up the division. They're not messing up a playoff spot. It's just messing themselves up for a potential 1 draft pick. Now, if we win, I don't think, because our strength of schedule is so low, I don't think we could drop any lower than 2. I think we're locked into 2, at least. But I would much prefer 1 than 2.
And just for your sake, my Joker pick is going to be the New England Patriots.
Good call.
They lose. They seal the number 1 pick.
That would be lovely.
And, hopefully you guys do well with it. I hope that for the future, because when you get a number 1 pick and you don't need a quarterback, it's nice to get the haul of picks if you're going to use them wisely.
Yeah, right.
It's nice if you needed a quarterback, you could take the top guy coming out.
Yep.
But also you could maybe trade back a couple spots and still get like a Travis Hunter or something. But I will take you guys respectfully as my Joker pick for your own benefit.
Love it. Go Bills. And hopefully Drake gets a break too. Next, we have 1 o'clock on CBS, the 3-13 Giants traveling to the 13-3 Eagles. Eagles are 3-point favorites. Giants are not going to win. I'm going to take the Eagles. That 45-point showing against the Colts did not convince me.
No, and I don't think it matters. I don't even know who. It's Kenny Pickett. Yeah, mm-hmm. That's another thing. Kenny Pickett started last week. With a game like this, and you already locked up the division and the 2 seed, I think you give Jalen another week. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. 100%.
But I think Kenny Pickett still gets it done over the Giants. Yep. They're at Philly. Game over. Game, set, match.
1 o'clock on Fox, the 5-11 Saints traveling to the 9-7 Buccaneers, a.k.a. the Baconeers. Baconeers are 13-point favorites. I will take the Bucs.
That's a rare one where I would actually even take them to cover.
Wow, that's a big one. That's a big spread, but I want the division to go to Mr. Baker.
Yep. Mr. Baker, man. Samesies.
425.
Look at the spread.
The 50-1 Chiefs traveling to the 9-7 Broncos. Broncos are 9.5-point favorites. Chiefs are definitely resting their starters, which I do not really advise, but taking the Broncos for that very reason.
Yes. At Denver, Chiefs resting their starters. Yep. I think they're going to play hard. Bo Nix is going to have a decent game, get them in the playoffs, even though, I guess I would like to see the Bengals, after looking at the stats that Joe B has had.
I know, right? Jesus.
That's wild. But you know what? In a way, I also don't care. No knock on him or Jamar. But this is why we say you can't start off that slow every year. Because now, with the season he had, they might miss the playoffs. Because you start, what were they, 1-4? I mean,
they were 0-3 for sure.
0-3.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry.
It'll bite you.
It'll bite you.
425 on CBS. The 10-6 Chargers traveling to the 4-12 Raiders. This game means nothing. Chargers are 5.5-point favorites, but I'm going to guess they're going to pull their starters at some point. So I'm just going to say the Raiders because I want them to finish on a 3-game winning streak. Because why not?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers on this one. This one,
That's a fair assessment.
It is the Raiders. I know they're riding high. They just scored 25 points, but I'll take the Chargers. I know it doesn't mean anything.
I'll take 25 points at this point.
Sure.
4:25 on Fox. The 9-7 Seahawks traveling to the 10-6 Rams. Seahawks are 3-point favorites. This would have been a lot more exciting if the Rams didn't just lock up the division. Yesterday.
Well, here's a question though. If the Rams lose and the Tampa Bakers win, do the Baconeers get the 3 seed? Or do the Rams keep the 3 seed? Because they would both have the same record.
I don't know, but it seems possible.
Because here's another thing.
Uh-oh.
This is a random thing that I got to say. The few times that Washington has made the playoffs since 1999, I feel like they've only played Seattle or Tampa Bay. So, for my own sake, I think I would like to see a different team.
Right.
I think that's all they've played in the playoffs is Seattle and Tampa Bay. Because even in 2020, it was the Brady years.
Yep.
So, but I think that could be a possibility where Tampa jumps up.
Depends where you, because we talk about the cross country travel. Do you want them traveling to Los Angeles, or do you want them traveling to Tampa Bay, or Green Bay? No, not Green Bay.
Or Philly, if they go backwards. I don't know, but I think technically the 3 seed has not been solidified because if the Rams lose and the Baconeers win, they could fall to 4. So I don't know what they would rather play.
I don't know.
Having said that, I'm going to take the Rams anyway on this game.
Yeah, me too. I think the Seahawks, that took a lot of wind out of their sails. They did not impress me on Thursday Night Football whatsoever. So going with the Rams. 4:25 on Fox. We have the 8-8 Dolphins traveling to the 4-12 Jets. Dolphins are 1-point favorites. Dolphins are playing for a playoff spot. So I'm just going to take every team that has a chance to make it in because they're going to be playing their little fins off.
Look at 33 degrees, and they have only won one game under 40 degrees in the last 2 years.
This is the one, especially if Huntley's playing because he played in Baltimore where it got cold.
I'm going to take the Dolphins too because of the playoff implications. Rodgers on the season has 3,600 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 10 picks. They are 4-12. I don't know what they do. They're interviewing coaches. I don't see where they bring Mr. Rodgers back. I think if he wants to play, I think somebody's going to take him. You can't convince me otherwise in today's league that nobody would take a shot at him.
I would strongly advise against it, but someone will pick.
Somebody will do it.
Yep,
absolutely, somebody will do it.
Yep,
even if it's a bridge, somebody might just use him as a bridge.
Yeah,
but
because now at this point you're just going to get to the next draft. So one more bridge.
I mean, I hate to say this because it's such a stretch when they're at 4-12. But him playing for the other New Jersey team,
the Giants,
with a guy like Malik, and they draft a young quarterback, do they fare better than the Jets did this season?
I mean, he'll have neighbors, but I don't think so because he's going to be another year older, and Father Time marches ever on. That's my only guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I could see a team like them just taking a shot just to bridge a quarterback.
Yeah, and I could there's gonna be a team out there who are like the Raiders this year who are just kind of playing for the next draft, and maybe that's someone who can pick them up.
True that.
4:25 on Fox. The 49ers versus 6-9 49ers traveling to the 7-9 Cardinals. 49ers are 1-point favorites. 49ers so far putting up a good fight against the Lions. So I'll take the 49ers. Nothing to be played for in this game, but pride in draft positioning. Right now, 49ers are in the 11 spot, and Arizona is in the 14 spot.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Niners are more talented than the Cardinals, and just because Bronson hates that fan base, I'm going to take the Niners. So, I think we've only differed on 2 games.
Oh, you had chances, but you decided not to, so I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I mean, you picked who I was going to pick.
You could have picked the Jazz. I'm just saying.
I know, but you're like picking first every time. So you're picking who I'm picking.
I think you picked the Rams first.
Maybe, but on like these games, we are just naturally picking the same.
It's fine.
But if
we might change this picking the next game.
But I picked Washington. You picked Dallas. What was the other game that you pick differently?
I picked the Raiders. You picked the Chargers.
Okay, and the Chargers. So this game I will have to pick differently because this would allow me to tie you if you have a 3-game lead.
Oh, really?
So I have to do this just for my own record.
All right.
Right? You are.
Who do you want?
No.
I know who I want. I know who you want.
I believe that the Lions will win that game.
Yeah.
I know that's who you want.
That's who I want.
But you have to pick somebody because I have to pick against you because I'm doing this solely because, right, I'm 162. Wait, what are you, 165?
I am 160.
Without this game.
Without this game, I'm 167 and 88.
Oh, we had to differ on 5 games. Never mind. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm picking the Lions.
Me too.
It's just, it is the way it is. Like, I don't care as much about catching you as I do about just the week-to-week record here, so I'm just going to...
Yeah, I didn't want to take the Vikings because I feel like I don't want to take Sammy.
But look at his numbers. 4,100 yards, 35 touchdowns, 12 picks. He has had a fantastic season. Jefferson, 100 catches, 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns.
Justin Jefferson is so good. It makes me sick.
He made a catch yesterday on a ball that if he didn't touch it was going to keep sailing. Like, it looked like it had some speed. Perfect spiral. He literally just put his hand up, and it stopped, and it, like, rolled down his arm. Like, he pulled it in, but it just stopped midair.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I would say that the Lions have not looked as good as of late because of all the injuries, but they're still 13-2. And I guess we'll head into this game. We'll see.
This is why it's important for them to get a bye, though.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because they really could use the extra week. So I think they play hard.
Yeah.
I mean, they're looking like shit, but to your point, I don't think this game mattered. They could still get the 1 seed by beating Minnesota next week. So I think they need that extra week.
I agree.
Well, anyway, that was your our picks for week 18, the last week of the regular season.
That's right. Last week of the regular season. Next week we'll be back to our normal recording schedule of Thursdays. We're beyond, we passed, past all the holidays, and then we'll start talking about super wild card weekend, as the NFL now calls it.
Crazy. That will be, which actually worked out that Washington won this week because they're playing Sunday at 1:00. It would have been difficult for me to get back in time to watch that game. So I'm glad that game really is meaningless. I'm going to try to watch it, but I don't really care. I don't.
Right? Yeah, I got you.
So
for sure,
it's a little bit of a meaningless game. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel.
That's right.
You guys have been watching. Our numbers are going up thanks to you guys watching.
Yep, and subscribers are going up too. But we're very close to that 50 burger. So let's try to hit that 50. That'll be our first.
I think
poll.
we can do it.
Yeah, I think so too. That'll be the first, poll marker in our drive to 1,000.
That's right. Drive to 1,000, and then 100,000, and then 1,000,000.
I think 100,000 is when you get the silver plaque, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh my God,
we could do it. Honestly, the way that this show's going and the views and the input, we had a guest on officially.
Yeah,
we're gonna make it. This is gonna be our full-time job soon.
Pretty soon, within the year.
Within the year, we have to manifest it. And
exactly,
it is going to happen. So we'll be back next Thursday. We're gonna record. What day is that actually? The 9th? Yeah. January the 9th, and then this will be up on the 10th.
Perfect.
So until next week. Wait, did you not have a money pick this week?
Oh my gosh.
I thought you were saving it for the last game, and then I forgot about it.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you were going to save it for the Detroit game.
I thought I was too. Well, I think what happened was I jokingly said, where the hell did I go? I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I've never forgotten to pick a money pick.
I was going to remind you, but I was like, I think he's waiting for the Sunday night game.
No, well, maybe I was, but then we started talking about it, and then we are like kind of joking around about like, hey, mid picks. My money pick, and what I've realized this is I don't think I have, at least recently, I've never gone the other way. So my money pick is for the Browns to cover that 18-point spread.
Okay, I like that.
It's going to be the other. I always say like, oh, they're going to cover the 1.5, but I never go the other way.
Yeah,
I'm not as bad as picking the
You don't pick the underdog.
Yeah. I don't do that a lot. So let's do it.
I like that. All right. So that's 18 point. I think that's the highest of the season.
I think so too.
We've seen 16 at least. I remember seeing a 16 point.
Yeah.
But all right. So there you go. There's your money pick. We got it in right in the nick of time.
Woo.
Until next week.
Bye.